And once more, I'm glad that you took time to come in for this interview. And I hope that our conversation would be fruitful and result in a situation where you can join our iLabs team to grow iLabs. So to begin, I would like to hear from you. Please let me know how you got to learn about the position at iLab.
Okay, it was from a job post group. After graduation, I got into these job post groups, Uncle Ne, Roberto, and they always post these opportunities out. So I first saw it on the Uncle Ne job group, and then later on, I saw it on the Roberto job group. So I actually clicked the links on the Uncle Ne's job group. It's just that I didn't have all what I needed to apply, my documents in place. So I was like, I'll come back later. And then I lost track of it, as in I couldn't get the job post anymore. Luckily for me, this other job post group posted. And when I clicked, I saw that it was actually in my drafts. So I just went on with the application.
That's good. So when did you graduate?
Oh, this December.
This December. Tell me a little bit about your educational background, please.
Okay, for educational background, I did my ordinary and advanced level at PHS Batibo, all sciences. I did the 7 years program there from 1 to upper state. It's a Presbyterian high school. And then from there, I went on to the first year after high school. Actually, I wrote FASA Chang. It's an agronomy concours, and I didn't make it. And unfortunately for me, the results came out really late. So most schools had closed the applications and everything. So I couldn't go to the university that year. That's when I went to NTech and did secretarial duties there.
What's NTech?
Oh, it's a training institution at Foncha Junction. At Foncha Junction here in Bamenda. They actually do secretarial duties, computer maintenance, network, and others. So I did my training there, and then the next year now, I went to NSET. My love for computer, I decided to go now to NSET because in the faculty, I checked their program and the computer they offered was with maths. But then they did but 80% of mathematics and just about 20% of computer science. So it was not really the ideal school for me. So I went out to a school where I could focus more on computer science, and that's when I went to NSET.
So NSET, if you can let me understand, is a teachers training college, am I right?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
So after NSET, normally you graduate with a degree, they depend for the teachers training. But then in the tech field and job market, they'll hardly recognize it that way. So I had to go back to do a 1-year program in Coord Tech, so I could convert the DPED now back to BTech. So I could use it for what I wanted to use it for, because my main aim was to have a degree in computer science or any computer related field and pursue computer.
So you are a trained teacher, so to say?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Actually.
So are you waiting for government recruit, or what's your prospect in that teaching?
Oh, actually, I do teach.
Currently, you're teaching?
Yes, it's just
under government sponsor?
Yes.
Okay.
That's true.
So where do you teach?
I teach at GBTHS Bamenda, but it's just once a week. So with all the time and all of that, I thought teaching is like a career, and then I have a passion. So I just felt like computer has been, I feel like I could do more with the too much time I have and all of that. So that's the whole reason why I went back for BTech. Part of the reason, so I could actually also use it and do other things.
Okay, so you are a trained teacher you you find another passion in IT. So when did you become interested in this other area?
From NTech, right from the very beginning. Like I said, computer, first of all, high school, I had no idea what it meant or what it looked like. It was just because I couldn't make it to school the next year to the university that I thought I should do something for the year being. So it's during my studies as a secretary that I just found out maybe interacting with people, answering yes, say yes, ma, getting things done was just something I like doing. But it's not just about answering yes, say yes, ma. I also wanted to like explore how far I could go. Because after that, I got some secretary offers. I did work for one or two places, but I felt like I was not really challenged somehow. At the cybers, it's mostly every single day you photocopy, you give out internet time and all of that. And then I felt like maybe there's something. What about building softwares? What about working with big organizations or trying to, even though the interaction part was always there, but I felt like I could actually do more. And yeah, that's the whole reason for software. Went back for software, and the software field is really large. It's really, really large. So
Mhm.
app building, networking, mobile, and then I discovered interacting with people still is still something I like doing. So I actually decided I was going to focus on project management. And when I go for my internship programs, the ones I did, I actually realized I relate well, and I just felt like maybe that's the branch I want to focus on. I don't know yet. I can't conclude, but I hope it turns out good.
So where did you do your internship?
Oh, it was an online internship at HNG. They have this 3 months program that they do. But my first internship was, I went back to NTech as well. But then I didn't really get what I wanted. What I mean by get what I wanted
Mhm.
was it wasn't that challenging as well. I
Yeah.
mean, they have their programs and all of that, but you're in a space where there's no competition and it's just one or two students and the teachers are struggling pulling up, and
Mhm.
so I needed somewhere challenging, and that's why my second internship I decided to go for an online internship where I
Mhm.
could relate with maybe people from Nigeria or Ghana or other countries, see
Mhm.
how I could test myself. Yes, so when I
Okay.
learned of HNG.
So please tell me some challenging things that you faced in that internship.
Okay, the first one was I didn't really, I wasn't really exposed to tech like I thought I was. So
Mhm.
when I got into this internship and I found these 18-year-olds, these 16-year-olds, and they're like, we are deploying this 1 year, we're using Firebase, it's not working, and we got into all these GitHub things and so many of these programs, I really felt a bit lost. Like, and the funny part is it was really it was too challenging in the sense that most of the people coming for the internship already had some knowledge. Like they already knew a lot about app building. And you go in there, you're even trying to struggle to put up your system to install the applications. And they're like, after they've done this one, this is the part they face, and you just feel a bit down. So after the internship, I actually did challenge myself. Like I was going to continue studying harder. I mean, that's the reason why I didn't get to the final stage though. But they were always willing to help. But it got really competitive towards the end tail. Nobody will have the time for you to do, because if they give an exercise that was supposed to take 3 days, they assume that you should be able to use 3 days to do that. So if somebody is struggling to use his time frame to complete the exercise, and at the same time you want the person to be helping you, it was
Mhm.
really, really tough. But at the beginning, I had a little help. I got so exposed from people, and then yeah, I think that was the highest challenge. I lacked the technical know-how
Yeah.
before going to the internship.
And how long did this internship last?
It was 3 months.
Okay.
3 months, yeah.
All right. Now, since you're interested in this position at iLab, please tell me a little bit, anything that you have learned about iLabs.
What I learned about iLabs is an organization that have these services that they offer to the general public, and also tutorship. So I learned that they have these training programs that they train a lot of young people, and also they also offer services to the public, like building websites and applications, according to what I researched about iLabs.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. So does that sound like a place where you would want to be, where you would want to work?
Yeah, truthfully, yes. It does sound like a place I want to work in. It's tech oriented. It has these programs for bringing people and engaging people in. So yeah.
So with your experience in the tech field, I am sure you might be able to visualize some difficulties you might face when you work in a place like iLabs. Do you
Uh,
visualize any challenges? I know you said you were interested in looking for challenging positions. Do you foresee any challenges in that kind of position?
mm, I've not really seen any. I've not seen any, because had it been I was probably maybe going for a technical,
Mhm,
somehow I could probably maybe be thinking, but if for the position I'm going in for, I
mhm.
think if I know a little of everything and I could actually try to blend in.
Okay, so this position is going to uh, need someone who can really publicize the program, who can really organize the program, someone who is very proactive and responsive, someone that can be easily reached, and
Okay.
someone who can sit and make a plan and foresee the challenges that are coming ahead and try to work to address challenges before they even get on your table. It's going to involve a lot of contacting people, students, businesses. And I wanted to know your experience and willingness to do things like that, reaching out to people and talking to them about the program.
Okay. That's true. And I don't know, answering this will sound, I've not really had that experience that large,
Mm,
because I recently started real interaction mostly after I got exposed to the tech field, and that's like months back. But I got into that position because I was also chosen by the team of my school developers club. So they saw how I was really struggling, trying to dig into the field, and they decided to make me the marketing lead. So
mm,
I decided I handle the Facebook accounts, I link up people, they get up, I send out programs to the students and all of that, try to hold these meetings and have these groups. We do physical meetups in school, try to talk about opportunities and all of that. So I won't say I have like 2-3 years experience in that domain, but I think I can pick up really fast when it comes to that, because I have some experience in that area, not high level per se, but
mhm.
reaching out shouldn't be a problem to me.
Okay. So, well, it's a position that is going to expect a lot of flexibility. Uh, so, of course, this is coordinator position, all right?
Yeah.
Yes. So, coordinator means that you will basically be managing a number of people, students and tutors alike, and giving feedback and giving suggestions to the board members of the business. So that would
Okay.
definitely require a lot of interaction and reaching out. Communication. You really have to be open with your communication. But let me ask you, what do you expect a typical working day to look like? Or what's your typical working day? Like when do you get up? When do you get to work? And when do you close? And how do you keep yourself busy within a typical working day?
Typical working day, time specific, normal wake up by 5:30 to 6 a.m. and just do my cleaning around by 7:30. Start work. 7:30, yes, I should start work by 7:30, have break from maybe 11:30 or 12, 30 minutes to 40 minutes. And after that, come back and close 3 p.m. 3 p.m., 3:30.
So with your current job of teaching, you said you go to work once a week, right?
Yes.
Which day of the week?
Tuesday from 2 to 4.
Tuesday 2 to 4. Okay. So if you were, imagine that you were recruited to be the coordinator of iLabs, how many days per week do you think you will have to devote towards iLab?
Mondays, Tuesday, but close at 12:30 or after the break time. Then all of Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. How do you deal with Monday, considering that Monday in Bamenda is lockdown?
Oh, I don't understand. I'm sorry. I thought it was a remote position.
Oh, you thought it was a remote position?
Oh my God, I saw something on the paper like remote. Sincerely, I'm sorry.
Okay. Anyway, well, let me clarify that to you. It's not going to be remote. That's why I'm asking you a lot about your current job.
Oh God.
Yes, it cannot be. So is it a remote position you were looking for?
Yeah, seriously.
Okay. So that means this cannot work for you?
I could do hybrid, but full-time on-site, I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. Well, it's a position that we expect you to be on site.
Oh God. I saw something like interact remote with workers or something. I don't know. Maybe I read the word remote and I got excited and I didn't.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, because yes, it's a position that is going to need you to be in place. It's a full-time position, right? So I guess we will think about this. We'll think about this, and we'll probably have to. If you think that is something you can do, just let us know. We can reconsider and think about your skills.
All right.
That said, I don't even think we need to really proceed here. But here is one thing I want to tell you. You were looking for a remote position, and this will not be it. But this doesn't mean that you cannot get involved with iLabs. All right.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, but this is not an offer. I'm just asking you to keep an open mind. You should go to iLabs. You should go to the building. Do you know where the building is located?
I was about to ask that.
Yes.
No.
It is located right out there in town in Bamenda. It is somewhere on the stretch from City Chemist roundabout going towards Longla.
Okay.
The building is just before that bridge, they call it La Chance Bridge.
Okay.
So if you leave City Chemist, you're very familiar with Bamenda, am I right?
Yes, sir.
All right,
Yeah.
so you leave from City Chemist, you're going towards Longla Comprehensive. Just before you reach the La Chance Bridge, you would find a building there. I think it's on the right side. And the signboard is right there. It's called Bits Valley Payments. You would see it. The sign is very bright out there. Bits Valley Payments.
All right, sir.
That building, that's where iLabs is operating. So I would encourage you to stop by, talk to the people that are there. And if you think that you would have some time to devote, we can also talk about that in the near future. But for the coordinator position, we need someone full-time.
All right, sir.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me?
Okay, the only question I had in my mind was the direct location, which you've answered. So, because I didn't see it on the platform, maybe it wasn't that specified, but I think I went through and I didn't see the direct location. So that was the only question I had in mind.
Okay, so let me just ask you another question.
Okay.
Would you be interested in looking at the possibility of maybe developing yourself to the level that you can even teach a course at iLabs?
Yeah, sure, of course.
Okay, if that's something you can do, then at some point we will make you the connection to talk with the main person of iLabs, Mr. Fru Chifen, who is a software developer. So you will talk with him at some point, and I think he will be the one to give you the technical information in that area.
Okay, sir.
All right. All right. So I want to thank you for devoting this time to come up for this interview. Unfortunately, as you indicated, you're looking for something remote, and this is not going to be a remote position. But again, there can be other opportunities, including you encouraging students to enroll at iLabs. We can also discuss on how that can happen.
All right, sure.
All right. Thank you. You have a good one.
You too, sir.
Okay. Thanks. Bye.
All right.